Is it time to panic in Baltimore? I haven't seen this fan base question the future so much since the Ravens brought in Kyle Bowler for a workout during the offseason. The injury bug must be a fly because the Ravens defense is dropping like them.
Hey, did somebody say drop?
What time is it? Coaching time. With Ray Lewis's torn triceps injury landing him on the IR, maybe it's better if number 52 watches from the sidelines. The defense couldn't stop a nosebleed with him in the middle of the action, so maybe his outsider's perspective could help the team even more. It's pretty hard to do any worse. One thing that hurts the most is losing Ladarius Webb, the $50 million man, to his second ACL tear in 3.5 seasons. And for those of you keeping track at home, that is a major knee surgery on each of his wheels. Speaking of wheels, while Webby gets a surgical tune-up, he may be seen on the sidelines with a new set this week. Webb does have a little bit of luck on his side, though. He did sign a deal in the offseason paying him a guaranteed $20 million, but expect Webb to be back, though. He does have 30 million additional reasons to get back out on the field. With Webb out, that does mean that Kerry Williams is now the team's top cornerback. And by the sounds of a lot of people calling in the sports radio, they don't really like that too much. October is Anti-Bullying Awareness Month, but apparently the Ravens' opponents did not get the memo. Tony Romo and Dez Bryant picked on Kerry Williams last week like he was in grade school. Each time Dez was matched up on Kerry in the end zone, Romo never even turned his head to look for anyone else. Had the Cowboys not Lee Evans and Billy Cundiff on their own, the Ravens would have lost, and the fan base would have definitely been freaking out even more. Luckily for the Ravens, the football gods have been on their side, and they've somehow squeaked out a 5-1 record. Now, while I'd love the team to beat Houston this week, the odds are definitely not in their favor. Win or lose, the Ravens will be at the absolute worst, 5-2 by the time they get to the bye week. And if you would have asked anybody if they'd take that by the time they were midway through the season, I'm sure most people would have gladly accepted it. This week, as long as J.J. Watt doesn't kill Joe Flacco and nobody else gets hurt, I'm cool with it. One thing is for sure, in a few weeks, Sizzle's coming back, and he's pissed. Sound the alarms.